And welcome back to another episode of the Saucy Boys. I go by the name of Chaku.
Michael Stokes, baby.
Yeah, and so once again, we're back. New week, new drink.
Yes, sir.
I'm getting better at this drink making thing.
That's the purpose.
You know, look at that shit.
That's the purpose.
Fancy. So, since this week I am the bearer of Bevy, we decided to go with a hot toddy, a hot Toddy, hot Toddy. All right, so I've always heard about this drink. I've never had this drink, and I've heard a lot of people talk about it. And it's supposed to help, like, I guess when you're sick or like some shit. It's
yeah,
a nice little beverage to sip on, or just when it's cool. So, what we're using is Ranger Creek 36 Texas Bourbon whiskey. Just kind of use what we had. Didn't get anything new, but yeah. So
here's the thing. I don't think that we're not gonna get a buzz from this.
Oh no,
because I think like the hot burns out all like the shit that gets you buzzy.
I did put a lot in there though.
Yeah, but it does look nice. It looks like if I was sick and I was like, oh, I got a sore throat, and I like saw this, I would not know that there was whiskey in it.
Well, let's try it out.
Yeah,
it might be a little hot. So, oh yeah, it's a little
kind of warm now.
Burn my little bitch fingers. Cheers.
Clanks. I digress. I was wrong. I can taste the whiskey in it.
Yeah.
I can taste it. I don't know if I'm gonna get lightheaded or get a buzz like we normally do, but yeah, that's
pretty solid.
You know what it tastes like? What is the one? What's the flu shit? Is it Tamiflu?
I don't know.
There's one that actually tastes good. That's what I'm leaning towards. And it's like it's basically the same thing. Like you just put the powder in hot water, throw it in the microwave, squirt a little lemon and honey in that bitch, and it'll make you feel good immediately. But that's what it reminds me of.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
So for this one, the recipe so I've seen a couple of different ones. I don't know how many different variations there are of this drink, but one I seen that they used like an ounce of orange juice, and then another one they used like peppermints, and they put it in there, and then there was another one that I seen, but this just seemed like the best one to me personally. So pretty much what it is honey, lemon, bourbon, hot water, and cinnamon sticks. So
good shit. Theraflu. That's what it is.
Theraflu?
Yeah. Theraflu. It's like Theraflu Max Flu. You know what I'm saying? That shit has made me feel good.
Got you through some things.
Like, it's got me through some things. Got me through some things. Get a little tongue tied here.
See, we need like a speech coach or some shit, because I be tongue tied on here sometimes.
Yo, I listened back to the last episode. I was slurring a little bit. Like, there were some things towards the end where I was slurring, bro. I'm not even lying, dog. I was like, God damn.
Just that throw the eggnog.
Happy fading. But shit, before we get further, let's get into the rundown. So today on the episode, or this week on our episode, we're going to be doing a little Thanksgiving recap, talking about Christmas shopping, decorating. Also going to be talking about some what have we been watching recently. And then from Music Corner, we seemed like it felt only right to discuss the passing of Virgil Abloh. So let's get into it, my guy. How was Thanksgiving for you?
Man, let me tell you. So we were frying a turkey. That bitch caught on fire.
What?
No, I'm just playing.
Oh shit!
I wanted to come with something exciting, but
God damn,
I don't have nothing.
Oh
exciting.
Fuck, DJ.
I mean, it just my sister came in to town, so we all hung out and did just did the regular Thanksgiving shit. Had some new family over.
Mm-hmm.
Baby nephew came, brother, cousins. I don't know. Like, Thanksgiving nowadays is a little weird.
How so?
Are
you the drunk uncle? Is this what you're getting to?
No, I did not. I didn't even drink.
Damn, really?
Yeah, I didn't even drink. I ate a lot.
Yeah.
I But yeah, just doing the whole family thing and hanging out with my sister and shit. That's pretty much it. I mean, the Sunday before my sister left, we actually did like a ugly Christmas sweater thing at my parents' house.
Yo, your sister is like the most covert person in the world. Like, she fucking zero dark 30s in the town and just disappears right after.
Yeah.
Like, no post, no nothing. Like, I never know she's here, bro.
Yeah.
It's like she like sends like a mass text to your family, like, nobody post me.
No, not even that. She'll just randomly show up.
Just pop up on you.
Yeah. And so we kind of like figured out her routine. And if she ever turns her location off, there's a chance that she might be coming to town.
Oh, shit. Okay, then. All right. So she's trying to surprise you guys.
Yeah, she likes surprising people. So, I mean, she was really good at it back in the day, but, she's getting a little older now. Trix is getting a little rusty.
She gonna
hear this and she'll be like, all right, nigga, bet.
she gonna turn it up on you now, dog.
Yeah. But nah, she came to town and we did the little ugly Christmas sweater thing and just got to hang out. And then one of my good friends from South Dakota, she came down. She actually lives in Houston now.
H-Town.
So another friend of mine, Aaron, came and her daughters, and they just kind of hung out and got to check out San Antonio. I think they're thinking about moving down here, so might have some more fam down here.
That's what's up.
So yeah,
that's what's goody.
Yeah. What about you? How's your Thanksgiving?
Your boy fried the turkey.
Oof,
no fires.
Good
it was a hit. But no, this is my first year doing the two Thanksgiving things. We're trying to work it out, me and my girl, on how this is gonna go going forward. But in your first year, you gotta make both families happy and hit them both, and that is something I do not recommend. I was fucking hurting, dog.
Oh yeah,
the amount of food. Oh my god, this is a crazy thing. I only ate one plate at my family's Thanksgiving because I knew what was ahead of me later that night. Mm-hmm. We were drinking on like this wine medley thing that my sister put together. It was pretty good. It was like a wine punch or something. But the turkey came out fire. My bird was nice. You know what I'm saying? What can I say? I bought a turkey fryer for one fucking day out of the year. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just parked in my garage. But yeah, so we started that out, ate over there. I met my sister's new boyfriend. He's a pretty cool guy.
He better fucking be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's curtains for you niggas.
Start pressing that nigga.
Swimming with the fucking fishes. You know what I'm saying? But nah, he cool as shit. My niece had like the line of the night. Little baby Issa. My sister was trying to tell her she can't have no more juice, and like they were going back and forth, and she was like, no, yes, no, yes. She was like, how about, my sister was like, how about no? And my niece was just like, how about juice? And she pushed the cup at my sister, and I was like, god damn. Holy shit, this girl.
You know what that reminds me of? On a Kevin Hart stand-up, when he's arguing with his daughter about juice. Mm-hmm. He's like, them got juice. He's like, get the juice, you black midget bitch. That's what I was thinking about the whole time when he was explaining that.
That's fucked up, but that's probably is what she was saying in baby talk.
Yeah.
And then I think I only have like 30 minutes between, because like my time that we planned to like chill, nap, let the food digest, and then go see her family.
No time.
I spent it breaking down that fucking fryer, which sucks because when you're filling it up with 2.5 gallons of fucking oil, you're not thinking about like, oh fuck, I gotta break this thing down.
Yep.
So it's like I had to break it down. I had to clean. We had to grab leftovers because we're gonna need some shit to eat for a couple days. And then by the time we're done doing all that, it's like I think she told her mom we'd be there at like 7. It was like 6:30. And I was like,
no time to chill.
So it's like we literally went home. I changed clothes real quick, hopped in the car, and then we headed out to her parents' house, which fortunately for me, they did like an asada. What's it called? I don't want to say fry, but an asada cook. I've had it numerous times. It's just called asada. It's like you take the meat, you get sausage, you get lamb, you get chicken, throw it on a grill, sear that bitch up real nice, throw it into a big ass bowl so everyone can get some. And then there's like corn tortillas, limes. They got these her mom makes these really good borracho beans that are fucking mwah, fucking muy bien. You know what I'm
Fuego.
saying? They're amazing. But yeah, and I just, for the first hour I was there, I couldn't eat because I was going to pass out. Like I had to watch them like enjoy themselves, and then like I reluctantly had something like an hour and a half after I'd been there. But you know,
I didn't really eat like a solid like plate. Mm-hmm. I was just picking shit the whole time.
Yeah, like
I walk behind and be like, oh, that looks good, and I would just put it on a plate and eat it. Yeah, so
it's crazy because like I felt like there was too much food this year, when in actuality there wasn't nowhere near as much food as we had last year. But it was just so much variety for us.
Yeah.
Like I did my full plate at my family's Thanksgiving, and it's like I missed like 5 things. And they were just like, yo, you didn't get this, you didn't get that. And I was like, fuck, all right, I'll get it the second round. But it's like there was no second round. I was donezo.
Yeah, man. So what's your favorite thing to eat on Thanksgiving?
All right, here's the thing. I know this is disputed. To me, fried turkey is far superior than baking your turkey. So
fuck yes.
If the turkey is fried, it is the turkey. That is my favorite thing to eat. Like I'll kill it, especially because the skin got like this great crunch.
You got to be good though.
Yeah,
like because I've had some fried turkey and I'm like, really?
So you got to get like there are different types of fryers. Like a lot of people use that big ass pot over the cooker outside, and they like drop that bitch in like with a fishing line and shit. Mine is just like it's like the air fryer of fucking deep fryers.
Yeah,
like,
that's what we use for ours.
Like
too.
it's a.
I seen you post it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, look at this nigga.
It's like a washer machine. You just put your thing in the basket and drop it down in there and close the top.
Just check back later.
Yeah, hour 45 later, you're good to go. So it's you know, drop and eat it. You know,
it's all about how you season it though.
Yeah,
how you prep it. I'm pretty sure you did a good job.
Yeah,
but like I've been to some people's Thanksgivings, like potlucks, and they bring turkey, and I'm just like
bland than a motherfucker.
Like, why my tongue so dry?
Yeah, you gotta brine that bitch. So fortunately, my mom was just like, well, I'll brine it for you the night before. So like she dropped it in a cooler with all the seasonings in it and the water, and it literally just sat in there for 24 hours.
Nice.
So when I got that bitch, I just got to make sure it's dry, no ice, because that's how you get the fires. Yep, safety first, people. Yeah.
That should be popping.
Like, it had a few drops of water in there, and I was, like, freaking out. Like, fuck, man.
Like that picture of Jay-Z when he's doing that shit.
That was me.
Like with a grease pipe on himself when he's cooking bacon.
I'm like that video of that nigga putting the french fries in the hot grease and then it fucking explodes. Like, yeah, that was me. Tripping the fuck out. But yeah, everything went well. It was good. But I was gonna ask you, I saw for Thanksgiving weekend, you did a little bit of acting?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to get into. What's going on with that? Can you speak about it? Did you sign like an NFA or something?
NDA.
An NDA? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay, my bad. I didn't mean to.
Big NDA business.
Didn't mean to air that out.
No, I'm just kidding. You see that? That's what we call acting.
This guy.
Nah. So a friend of mine, I've worked with them in the past. So actually, my senior film project that I worked on for the Art Institute before I graduated, the actress Patty, like we worked together on just that project. But I mean, ever since then, like we've been really cool.
Patty, shout out, subscriber to the Saucy Boys podcast.
So they were working on a project last year, actually around this time, I think so. And they had reached out to me and asked me to play a part in it, and I had lines and shit, and I was like, oh. And mind you, it's been a while since I've like acted anything, and I'm gonna be 100% honest, like I'm not an actor.
Were you like in the mirror, like reciting your lines and shit?
I was like going through the script for like weeks. I was like, man, and it was a small part, but I was like, dog, don't fuck this up, don't fuck this up. Come on, man, pull it together.
Are we ready to shoot?
And so we did the shoot, and I got a little bit more comfortable, like as we went on, and started doing more takes and started falling more into the character.
Yeah. And
so I mean, I had a good time doing it. I haven't seen the final because I think they're pitching like a show.
Okay.
So it might be a series, and I mean, if you want your boy back for a recurring role, let me know. Birdman hand rub, baby.
Hand rub.
But yeah, so fast forward to now, Jose, her brother, he actually hit me up recently. He was like, "Hey man," he's like, "I gotta go back and look at the text, cause
He's like, bro, you're such a great actor.
I wonder if it was like, man, his last resort. Let's just get this motherfucker in real quick. We just need a face.
Can we cut his scenes?
Yeah, so pretty much he hit me up and he was just asking if I was busy that weekend, and he just asked me about doing a shoot for one of their film projects that they're working on, and pretty much like I didn't really get the rundown of the story, just kind of a brief thing, but I didn't have like a role in it. I was just kind of like background.
Yeah.
So pretty much my role in that project was to be a 70s like model. So that's why I had the hair out.
That's why your hair was down. Okay.
Yeah. And then so in the text, he sent a voice message. He's like, yeah, so, just you're going to be a model in the 70s and we got a wardrobe for you. Just bring jeans. And also you're going to have to be barefoot. And I'm just like, he's like, so if you're okay with that. And in my head, I'm like, oh, fuck.
To all you listeners, Chaku's phobia of feet and having his feet out and everything. Yeah. So you can understand how hilarious this is.
So I had to have my toes out for a good, 45 minutes.
No sand.
To an hour while we were shooting this scene.
Wow.
And, you know what? I'm not going to front. For a dude, I have decent feet. I take care of my shits.
You went and got a pedicure before you went?
I wanted to. Honestly, when he told me that, I was like, fuck. Clip my toenails, do all this shit. But I was like, yeah, nah, I think they're good, But yeah, so we did the joint. The thing that kind of bugged me about it, overall, great experience. It was fun working with them. It's always cool being on set with them because the way they do things is very professional versus other sets that I've worked on. It's just God damn, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But for me personally, it's just I missed quite a few days in the gym.
Because you're acting.
So your man was a little bit loose. So I had the Gucci man belly out under my 70s attire. So hopefully I sucked it in enough to where you can't see it on screen.
How did they come up with their wardrobe? Did they browse Goodwill or did you ask questions like that? Because that's what I think about when it comes to movies like that, especially if they're period pieces. Is man, where do they go to get the wardrobe? Is there a family member who has shit from the 70s still that y'all can fit in or what? Honestly,
dude, what I think it was for them, just to tell you how solid this production was versus other ones that I've worked on, is just they had a chick that greeted me and was like, hey, and let me take your bag and shit that. I was like, what the fuck?
Excuse me?
Nigga, I am not Tom Cruise.
My bag.
What is going on? I was this is exciting.
That's a professional set.
And then we get there and they have a bunch of racks and it has just random assortment of clothes on it. And I guess this is just stuff that they've accumulated from either other shoots or whatever. So it's it's there just in case they need it. And they're really doing their shit. So yeah, man, big ups to them, Patty and Jose. I can't wait to see the final projects and the shit that they're creating, because just the level that they're operating on and how they're shooting and how well their crew works together, just from my experience with being on set with them, is fucking amazing. So
yeah, that's dope. We should try and get them on the pod whenever the movie drops or whatever.
Yeah. So I think they might be trying to submit it to festivals and shit, and then so I think they might be going the festival route, and then the other one I think was a series, but
a little Sundance.
It kind of
little Tribeca.
It made me a little sad though, honestly, because I've been out of it for a little bit, and I've been working on a web series and trying to get all that shit, but it's just trying to find time to sit down and write it, and then
finding a crew is
finding
nice.
A crew.
Incompetent is what you worked with.
And yeah, finding a crew that solid, bro, that shit would be fucking amazing. That should be amazing. So hopefully one day.
Yo, so I do got a question for you.
Yes.
So when it comes to acting and everything, and the production of films, I just saw that a movie that I'm interested in said that they just the production is underway. they just finished what was it called? What's it called? Principal photography. What does that mean? Is that like literally just them taking pictures of the character people in costume or what? You know what I'm saying? Like I always wonder what that meant.
So since it's been a minute, to my understanding, I think principal photography is like the shooting portion. So whenever they say they rap principal, let me look real quick because I don't want to sound. It's funny I have a fucking degree in this shit. I remember this.
So I just assumed that means like, oh, they shot like all the pictures for promotional materials. In my mind, that's the way that comes across. And so now it's like now they're gonna go start filming the movie. So it's like actors come in, put on shit.
No, so I was right. When you're doing a film or a TV show, it's just like the bulk of shooting that takes place like throughout the production. And so you have your pre-production where you're going through and you're doing all your casting and getting your script tightened up and wardrobe and like all that shit, storyboards, and then you move into production, and then that's when you're doing principal photography and you're shooting and doing all that good shit. And then post-production is just all like editing and then doing pickups and ADR and shit like that. So
Okay.
But yeah. But I mean, it was cool working on set and kind of getting back into it. But then that too, it's just like, damn, like it makes you really want to like dig deeper into that.
Yeah.
And just start doing like, I want to pick up more roles and, shoot my shot and see how it works as far as like doing the acting thing. I mean, even if I'm background, like I don't care. It's fun to do.
Make
and
a lot of money in that background, brother.
Yeah. and it's fun to see like the process and how, people work together, and it's just like the whole time it's just like everybody seemed cohesive on set and like they knew what they was doing. And that's kind of what I like about like doing that shit, is because like when you do that, it takes like a whole team of people and everybody has their role and each role is fucking important.
Yeah.
So just because one person is the director and shit, that doesn't mean like they have like, you know what I'm saying, like they have other people there that are helping them. So like your production assistant or shit like that, it's like they're handling a lot of stuff for you, so that way you can direct and produce like your like get your vision out there of whatever project you're trying to do. So and from my experience on just working on sets, it's just like the ones that I've worked on is just like too many chiefs.
So too many chefs in the kitchen.
Yeah, too many chefs in the kitchen. So it's just like
everybody want to be director.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, just like take your. I like when I was directing my project, like I was open to suggestions, just because for one, like I didn't plan on acting in it, and then so once I had to act in it, I was just like, damn, well, I'm gonna need help on the directing tip, because I'm like on both sides. Like I can't be behind the camera and then, so.
That's what's up, man. Thank you for explaining that to me. I always wondered what that meant.
Well, we can, get in a little bit more in depth in later episodes if you're ever curious about,
I'll start asking you a question every episode going forward.
Sounds good.
I'll have to find something I want to get an answer for.
It'll get me back in that mode so I can, start doing some more acting and shit.
Get your mind right, doggy. All right, well, that closes up Thanksgiving. So we all know what comes next. Christmas. What's going on with you, man? You started Christmas shopping yet?
Bro. No, I have not started Christmas shopping. And I tell myself this shit every year. I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm going to knock out all my Christmas shopping early. I'm going to get it done before Thanksgiving. But then the reason why I don't do that is because they start dropping a lot of new shit around. And it's like, well, damn, now I got to take the shit that I bought back because there's a new one out.
Yep.
Yeah, so, shopping right now is not bad. Like, I went and kind of looked around today and tried to see if I could find some things, but I'm trying to, like, beat the crowds.
Yeah.
Before it starts getting too thick, because you know how like fucking everybody's buying shit last minute. I got my Turbo Man doll already, so
you good in that department.
I'm good on that department, but yeah, man, just shopping is like I like Christmas shopping, and I like, you know, getting gifts for people, but it just, I hate dealing with crowds and just like dumbass people.
That's me too, man. Like I can't stand the crowds. We talked about I think last podcast about our love for going to the mall early in the morning.
For real.
When nobody's there.
When the mall walkers are there.
Oh my goodness. I went the other day and it was like they were just getting deliveries. Yeah. Like FedEx was pulling up with packages to drop off to the stores, and I was just like, "Oh, this is perfect.
Shit's just coming out the box.
Perfect." This is like, "Oh, do you have this? Oh, wait 5 minutes and it might be here." You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so far all I've gotten is my girl's gift. Don't want to say that, but I wish I was more prepared. Like she was. Like shout out to her. She started in like March.
See, some people are just on it, man.
Like not like buying the gifts, but she set a budget and started putting money away starting in March for just to spend in Christmas.
See, that's why I fuck up, because I didn't even set anything aside. I'm just like, oh, like I'll have, yeah.
And so like she's good. Like she just has to get the gifts now, and I'm just like, damn, that's smart, dog. Like me, I'm just like, yep.
I didn't even make my list until like a couple of weeks ago, or like a week ago. Because it's just like there's so many different people now. Yeah. And it's just like a lot of people I want to get shit because of, you know, just during the year, like they help me out. Yeah. So whether it's like a gift card or, you know, something just more thoughtful.
Yeah, gift. I don't know. Last year, I felt like I just had like a vision. Like I could see the Matrix or something and knew what everybody wanted. And I got like all these great gifts for everybody. But now this year I just got this fucking cloud and I'm just like, I don't know what to get. Like outside of my girl who just straight up told me what she wanted, now I'm just like sitting around like, fuck, I don't know what to get my sisters. I don't know what to get my parents.
I don't like making lists because I like to be surprised. Yeah. Because I'm just like, oh, you know, like cool. Because I mean, you thought enough of me to go and grab me something. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I'm cool with whatever gifts, but I don't know. I just had a brain fart.
It's all good.
Because this fucking movie on in the background. So the movie in the background is fucking 21 Jump Street. Yeah, nah. Well, okay, that's what I was getting at. My parents, like shopping for them is so... My dad is easy to shop for, and we talked about this. But my mom, man, like... she's like, oh, well, I want this and I want that. And I get her the shit and she don't use it.
Yeah. So your mom is like my dad. Yeah. Essentially.
I was like, come on, Ma. Like,
I don't mean to be difficult, but I'm understanding now that I am difficult because I just say, I like throw it out. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me whatever. Like, I'll put it to good use eventually or whatnot. Except, can I say this on the pod? My dad's girlfriend, like, she gets the shittiest gifts, bro. Like, she got me, like, this bitch saw me, like, drinking out of a tumbler, like, 2 years ago. And, like, she just assumed, like, oh, he likes tumblers. He must have a collection of tumblers. So she got me, like, a tumbler that had, like, a filter for water in it. And I was just like, what? It's like, bitch, I get my water out the fucking fridge. Like, it's got the little fucking dispenser right there. I just get ice in the water in that motherfucker. Why are you getting me this? And this, I shit you not, this shit sat in the box for a whole fucking year. And then I eventually took it to Goodwill and got rid of it. Damn. Like, someone else can use this. Like, damn, that sounded so shitty. I'm going to hell for that. But hey, I'm going there anyways. But yeah, I felt like shit. But it's like, man, she just gets the worst gifts. Like, I know one year she just got me like new body wash. And I was just like, yeah.
I always find that funny. Like, I always get that from like other family members. Like my parents and like my brothers and shit, they'll buy me like, you know, shirts or whatever. But then it's like other family members, it's like they give me like face cream and like and body wash and shit. And that, for me, I'm expose myself a little bit. But I got sensitive skin, you know, so I can't just be putting anything on my face because my shit gonna pimple up. But I mean, it sucks whenever I get shit like that because I'm like, damn, like I appreciate the gift, but I can't use it. So I guess in a sense, like making a list would be good to avoid shit like that. But you know,
yeah, I don't know. I got a long way to go still. It's going to be an uphill battle. I'm probably going to be shopping last minute like always and just having to make do with whatever the fuck I come across. But
you know what's crazy though? The last Was it last year? Yeah, I think it was last year. I went out and went Christmas shopping, and
yeah, it was last year because you were wrapping them at the office.
Yeah,
and I was helping you.
But for some dumbass reason, like I would just walk into places and I would see shit, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And I've never had that before. I'm always struggling to find shit.
Look, man, it's the same thing as like a student who writes their paper the night before it's due. Like your creative juices start flowing when you're getting closer to the deadline.
Yeah.
And that's why it works out better. That's why I think I did so well last year, because like I keep thinking like, oh man, I wouldn't buy. No, I just got my niece's gifts early, but she's a fucking kid.
Yeah.
Like that's super easy to shop for. Everybody else, I was just like, oh man, what am I? And then it just happened. Like I saw the code, bro. I was just like, oh, she needs this. She needs this. They need that. Boom, boom, boom. And I was, I was good. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah, because like I would pop into random spots, and then like a lot of places were having like dope deals and shit where it's like buy 3 get like 2 free and some shit like that. So like I went and copped like a shit ton of shirts for like my brothers and his friend, and then bought my mom a bunch of shit, and then like my dad got him some sneakers and all kinds of like cool shit, and then I ended up buying him the leg lamp from Christmas Story.
Yeah,
because that's like one of his favorite movies. And that nigga was so excited, he just started laughing.
We'll see what I can find on Amazon this year. I didn't find too many good things last year. I know Cyber Monday they had some decent shit. But what I was also gonna ask you about this Christmas thing is, are you gonna decorate?
I want to, man. I was at the mall today, and then I was at Walmart earlier, and I just like walked by and I was like, man, I should get in the fucking spirit this year. Because last year I didn't really. I was just like, I bought gifts and went to the dollar store, bought cheap ass wrapping paper, and just like did the shit real quick. Versus,
yeah, that's
taking time with it.
I guess that's the only thing I'm early on. So this is like my first time. Like, oh shit, like I got a spot with my girl. Like,
yeah, they do all the cute shit.
So I was
made gingerbread cookies and shit.
No, we didn't do none of that shit. Fuck all that shit. Fuck all that sweet shit.
Watch,
nigga.
I'm gonna see you on Instagram tomorrow night. You gonna have like a gingerbread house and some other shit.
But nah, I got a tree. Like I was just like, fuck it, because when we started dating last year, like she had like this little rinky dinky tree in her apartment, and it was like tiny and shit. And it was just like in the back of my mind, I was like, yo, if this goes somewhere and we're together like next year, like I'm gonna get like a tree, like a real tree.
You bought the real joint?
Nah, it's not real. I'll save that for the house, but it's 6.5 feet.
Damn.
Only $40 at Walmart. I was shocked. It was cheap.
You bought the big bitch.
Yeah, big bitch. Came with the lights on it too. And then like I was just like, do what you need to do for decorations. And it's like last year, also while we were dating, like she went to like Michael's like the day. So if you go to like any of those like craft stores right after Christmas or right after New Year's,
shit is cheap.
Yeah, and what they had like these, man, I think they were called like $7 boxes. And it's like they take all the shit on their shelves, stuff it in a box, and yeah, literally, because
we gotta get rid of this shit.
Get it off the shelves, and it's like for like $7 you can grab a box or whatever you want.
Damn.
And so like we were waiting for brunch that day, and we walked in there, and she grabbed 2 of them. Little did I know how convenient they'd come a whole year later.
Dang.
Because in her old apartment, it was like, man, where are you gonna put this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Now in the apartment we both share, basically 90% of our Christmas decorations were in those boxes.
Nice.
So we just threw them up on the tree, looked nice, and then we swung by Hobby Lobby, which I was actually excited about.
We out here.
I couldn't believe
Hobby
it.
Lobby, about to grab some fucking ornaments and shit, some lights. Holla at your boy.
So I don't know about you, but I grew up in a household with black Santas.
Yeah.
And a black nativity scene. So I have to. That was my one demand: is like there has to be a black Santa on my Christmas tree. You know what I'm saying? So I went to Hobby Lobby. I actually got them at Target now that I think about it. But we went out and I was in search of it, and I had to find the perfect black Santa to go on my tree. And I found that motherfucker.
You found Blanta.
I found that motherfucker, man.
Dang.
So he's on my tree. He's looking nice. I got me a PlayStation controller ornament.
Nice.
And a laptop ornament because I'm always working on the computers. Those are my things. And my girl got like a fucking llama or some shit like that.
I'm fascinated with the Marvel ornaments, with like the little like sleek one with ones with like big heads.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of look like Funko Pops.
Oh yeah.
For some weird reason, like I fucking love those. So I think I have a Spider-Man one, a Iron Man one, and I'm not too sure the other one. But see, I had a tree, and when I moved out of my old place, it was a white one.
Yeah.
It was a big white tree, and I moved out of my old place, and I had nowhere to put it. So one of my friends that I was keeping my shit at their place in the garage storage, I just ended up giving them the tree. So I haven't bought one since.
Yeah.
So I think I'm probably this year buy one, probably set it up over there. You know,
that's what you got to do.
Give me a little tree.
Hey man, the tree is now the new living room lamp, bro.
Yeah.
Like I got a whole month of just using that as a lamp, and like I must admit, I feel festive, dog. Like, cause I just walk in and I hit the switch, and that bitch just turns on. I'm just like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I did that.
Yeah, I decorated the balcony with the lights, ran some fucking lights around. I could probably get more and put on there, but I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, I'm actually enjoying myself. Cause I've been ducking my girl shopping for a long time. Anytime she's like, oh, I'm going to Marshall's, I'm doing all this. I'm like, nah, you go do what you got to do.
I'll be here.
I'm gonna be chilling.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm trying to. I feel like for me though, it's like as much as I work, it's hard to like kind of get into it. Like everybody wants to go see like the lights and do all that shit. And it's just like I never have time. And then the times that I do have off, I'm just like fucking dead. So, but yeah, I think this year I'm gonna try to participate and get in there. So I'm actually off tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go try to find a tree, and we'll make that shit shake.
I don't know how hard it will be. Granted, it's like I said, I bought my tree before Thanksgiving, so everywhere like there was an abundance of stock everywhere because no one was thinking about it back then.
Yeah.
I do know we went to Walmart this last Saturday before we hit like Target and all that, and it looked like the trees, at least the one over here close to us, this Walmart, it looked like the trees got a little. It's like, you know, day after Thanksgiving, like, let's get our tree.
Yeah, everybody went to go cop.
Yeah, so, but I don't know. Happy hunting.
I was thinking about that too today when I was at Walmart because I was like walking by the Christmas. I'm like, dog, should I get my wrapping paper and shit now? Because I don't feel like doing all that shit last minute.
Don't get it at Walmart. Go to Dollar Tree, bro.
I know.
That's where the wrapping tree is.
The only thing that sucks about that is like them rolls, they run out quick.
Yeah, they do.
I'm like, goddamn, I didn't wrap like one thing.
They fucking do.
But it's $1, so you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited.
What's your favorite like Christmas? Like, do you have a tradition, like things that you do?
So here's the thing. I was talking about this with my girl because, and I don't know any of our Mexican fans out there. Can you please respond to this? My girl is Mexican, and I have friends who are Hispanic growing up. They always open their gifts the night before.
Yeah, what Christmas the fuck Eve. Is that?
Yeah. And I didn't think about it for the longest time, but my girl was like, well, we open our gifts on Christmas Eve. I'm like, we wait till Christmas.
Yeah.
Because that's what I have to do. But it just kind of just dawned on me that all my Hispanic friends used to do that. So I don't know. Someone can like send us a comment and loop us in. Is that like a tradition? Is that culture? I don't know. But for me, it's just, it's the food. Like my mom makes breakfast rolls. And they're fucking good. It's been like a thing for like at least the last like 20 years, but she just makes breakfast rolls and we wake up in the morning and have those and then go from there. Granted, I don't know how Christmas is going to go this year because I don't think she's going to set up our tree and all that since everybody's around the city and we all got our own trees and shit.
Yeah, everybody far away and shit.
Yeah, maybe it can be like her baking the rolls and then coming and dropping them off to us or something like that. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Or something. But that'd be like the tradition that stuck the longest so far.
Ours was always the night before we'd pick one gift and we were able to open one gift.
Yeah.
And then the next day and then of course, I mean, you know, cookies and milk and all that shit. If you got younger ones with you. Because Santa's still real,
yeah,
you know.
That's my guy. He's helping me out.
Santa's real.
Santa got me through some tough times.
We was talking about that shit on Sunday when we did the ugly sweater party. And one of my friends was saying that, like, back in high school, like, one of her friends, like, their family was, like, adamant about like, oh, don't listen to them, like don't believe them, like Santa is real. So this motherfucker's going all through high school like thinking Santa's real, like it's a real thing. And I'm just like, what kind of fucking brainwash are you doing to your kid? Like, they got YouTube. They can just go look. Like, this nigga Santa is not real.
Whoa. Yes, he is.
I mean, you know, from YouTube standards.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
The kids watching say, what? Santa's not real?
I think it's fucked up, though, because, like, the local news on Christmas Eve, there's like a Santa tracker.
Yeah.
And I remember that shit as a kid. It's like, oh, looks like Santa's still in the North Pole right now. He'll be making his way down here at any minute and shit. It's like they do it just like the fucking weather. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's fucked up the people that they do that. And, you know, the things that go into it.
You know, believe in Santa for as long as you can.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great feeling. Because you reach an age where, like, getting gifts isn't fun anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. I always say this.
I would rather give gifts than get gifts.
Yeah. I always say, like, when I started working and can afford to get my own shit, that was when Christmas was ruined for me. Mm-hmm. Because there was nothing you can get me for Christmas that I wouldn't have already gotten myself. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I always think about is every Christmas, like, my parents would just like cop like a bunch of shit, right? And I'm thinking like, damn, like I never got this, I never got that. And then once I was old enough to like start making my own money and buying shit, like, and then like the first couple of Christmases where I had to start like buying people gifts and paying for shit, I was like, god damn. It's like, when my parents selling drugs, what the fuck?
How do my parents do this
how
shit?
How the fuck could they afford all this? I just
like
spent $8.99 on fucking wrapping paper. That's more than the goddamn gift I bought.
Nigga, there were years where I got a system and like 4 games with it. And then they got me more shit on top of that.
And then you'd be like, why didn't get the...
Like, yeah, and I'd be butthurt. Like, damn, y'all didn't get me that. Like, fuck.
And then now I'm like, damn, I was a little fucking brat. Like,
Christmas is ruined.
Yeah. I'm like over here crying about this shit. They done dropped like fucking almost $1,000 on all kinds of gifts and shit.
I don't know. I know my mom told me my uncle used to give her money every Christmas to help with the gifts and all that. Yeah. But it's just like, man, I think back and just tally it up. Now that's just me. Yeah. That same year that I got the PlayStation 1 and 4 games, my other sister got a brand new fucking CD player and like 5 fucking CDs that she wanted. Yep. And it's like, I think about things like that, and it's just like, yo, that's like that's a G right there. It has to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Yep. Fucking Walkmans, iPods, shit like that. I'm just like, man, what the fuck are my parents doing? Slanging them bricks.
Yeah. Moving rocks.
I was like, god damn. Because I look at it and I'm just like, I go and buy people gifts and I'm looking at all the receipts. I'm like, holy shit.
That's how you run it up. That's how they get you.
I'm like, yo. And I was like, and then when you forget about a gift for somebody, like, damn, let's see what's in this $20 bin.
Merry Christmas.
It's kind of fun. Or you get the little like gift sets that have all the shit in it.
I just get them a gift card to someone.
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, I forgot about you. Here's a gift card. Do what you want. I'll tell you this. One of the funniest things that ever happened at Christmas. I remember one year my sisters both wanted cell phones. And we had stockings that my mom would... We caught on to the gag, but my mom would always put like a joke gift in our stocking. Mm-hmm. And so the year that my sisters both wanted cell phones, granted, I'm just like, what do you need a cell phone for? Like, because I'm so young, I don't give a fuck. In those stockings, she put like fucking like Fisher Price cell phones in them bitches, and my sisters were so fucking mad, dog. Granted, they did get their cell phones that Christmas, but it was just like, all right, go look in the stockings, and then, like, they opened it up and they're just like, you fucking kidding me? Like, are you fucking kidding me, mom? But that was like the big joke that happened, and I remember I was dying when that shit happened. I was like, damn.
My dad was slick. He used to buy like big ass boxes and fill them up with like all kinds of shit. And little did I know it was like shit from around the house.
Yeah.
So like one year he fucking filled up a box, and my mom had this encyclopedia set. Why the fuck did she have an encyclopedia set? Okay, anyways. So we have this big ass box, and my dad's like, oh, there's your gift right there. And he's just like, he's grinning. This nigga is grinning. And I'm just like, yes, like, what is it? It's fucking, it's this huge box. So I open it, and like And the very top is just nothing but paper, and I'm like fucking ripping it out. I'm like, what the fuck? And there's another box inside that, and I'm like, okay. So I open that box, and then inside that box is like another box, and there's encyclopedias around it and shit. Man, by the time I get to the bottom of the joint, it's just Mortal Kombat. It's the game, like a PlayStation.
He made you work for it.
But it's like the little CD thing. So I'm like digging through this whole fucking box for this one game. I'm like, that's the evilest shit. Because I'm thinking it's just this big ass. I'm like, what is it? Like, I'm mad excited. And I mean, I'm still excited I got the game and shit. But I was like, fuck.
What's that called? Russian nesting doll. Yeah. He nesting dolled your Christmas gift. That's fucked up.
Nested the shit out my ass.
Yeah. No, my parents never did nothing evil like that.
Guess it's just mine, man. Evil ass niggas.
I remember there were one times where, like, man, I like fucked up close to Christmas, and I could have sworn like my mom was gonna like just fuck with me and put like coal in the box or something like that. But you know, I always made it through. I know I pissed my sister off one time because I kept poking holes into the package and then retaping the fucking thing, thinking like I was slick. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, why does this wrapping paper keep tearing? And I was like, I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. She's like, this clearly looks like your finger hole, Michael. I was like,
I don't know.
you know, I don't know.
I used to get mad. She's like, get the hell away from the tree. She's like, stop. She's like, you better not. And then I remember I watched this episode on Nickelodeon. I forgot what show it was. I think it was like Hey Dude or like some shit like that. But he was trying to,
dude.
Yeah, I forgot what show it was, but man's got an envelope, and he was trying to like get into the envelope without like them knowing. So he like steamed it, so it loosened up. And so one year in my presence, I tried to like steam the tape to like look inside the box, and the whole fucking wrapping paper was all like, you know how when paper gets wet,
Yeah,
it was all fucked up. My mom was like, "What did you do?" He was all mad, but yeah.
Oh shit!
Needless to say, that shit did not work.
I could go on forever for this, but I'm gonna save it closer to Christmas because I want to talk about finding gifts when we were younger because I became the fucking master at that shit. But moving on to Music Corner, as we do know, the world was saddened.
Yes.
Suddenly, what was it? Sunday?
Yeah,
Sunday, wasn't it? The loss of Virgil Abloh. Wow. Basically, the creator of OffWhite brand, working with Louis Vuitton, Moet, and Hennessy. You're probably wondering, like, why y'all talking about a fashion nigga for Music Corner? But it's like, I didn't realize how much he had a involvement with like a lot of the projects that came out this last decade. I found that was crazy. I actually looked up I found an article that was like all the album covers that Virgil designed.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, like he did the 808s cover.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. He did the 808s cover, Dark Fantasy cover, the Yeezus cover, Watch the Throne, Cruel Summer, Lil Uzi Vert, the ASAP, Long Live ASAP Rocky. Like, holy shit. And it's just like a long list of fucking things that I had no idea that he did all these covers. One of the Pusha T covers is on there. I thought it was the one that was Whitney Houston's Restroom, but it wasn't that one. It was the other one. But yeah, it's just I really had no sense into how rooted he was into everything because I mean everyone knows OffWhite and like. Even with me with OffWhite, like I didn't get it at first. I can honestly say that I was just like, so what's the point of this shoe that's commonly available to everyone? Because somebody puts a zip tie on the lace, and writes in Sharpie on the sole, it's now twice as expensive. I didn't get what he was doing, you know what I'm saying, at the time, and now I understand like. Oh, this dude was like kicking down barriers for like minorities and like these closed off fashion circles. And that's like exactly what Kanye's been trying to do too. But it's just like for my man to get up into Louis Vuitton, Moet, Hennessy. Yeah. Like as far up as he did, being like the creative directors and shit like and all that. It's just like, God damn.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty amazing all the things that he's had his hands on and shit that he's done. But I mean, if I'm not mistaken, I'm sure he did before OffWhite. He was doing he did like Pyrex and like Bentrill and like all that before he got to that. So I mean, he's had his foot in the game for a good minute.
Yeah.
So, and it's just crazy because he was only 41.
Yeah. Super fucking young, dog.
So for like the past 10 years, like this, and probably farther than that, like this nigga's just been doing, you know, a lot of innovative shit. So
it's crazy. One, I realized how old I'm getting because when I saw like 1980, I was just like, damn, he's super young.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, he was born in 1980. Like, dog, that's like my older sister's age. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
For you to be like, just go out like that, man. But it's another testament to even how same thing, because we compared it to Chadwick Boseman, but it's like my man knew, and he's kept it to himself and kept working and kept building.
Do you know how fucking strong you have to be to like go through some shit like that and then just keep creating?
Yeah.
And keep doing shit. And then not only that, it's just like dealing with people online who are quick to comment about the shit that you're doing and try to like tear you down.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a comment because he had donated like to something, but he only donated like $50 or some shit like that. Like and people were like, "Oh my god, like you make all this money doing this shit. All you can do is donate $50."
That always happens.
Like you're like, and they was just trying to tear this man's down. But little, you know, did they know this nigga was fucking struggling with his own shit. I mean, God knows how much he was paying for fucking treatments and doing shit, or just trying to fucking maintain until, you know, up until.
It's the Pusha T line. Ask Steve Jobs, wealth don't buy health.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy, you know? Like, you got unlimited resources and funds, but it's still a disease that's uncurable. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a rare one, too, of what he had.
On top of that.
Yeah, so it just fucking, you know, takes you out, and it's some bullshit. It sucks, but nah, it was definitely shocking, you know? Like, just to like, damn, OffWhite?
Yeah.
Like, Virgil? Like, what? Like,
and when
shit.
I seen it, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, no. I was like, nah. I was at the gym, and I was working out, and I looked at my phone because Twitter went off, and normally I don't have like notifications on, and for some dumbass reason, I had that shit on. The first thing I fucking see is like Virgil passed away, and I was like, yo, what? I'm like, nah, let me double check this. And then so you have to go through, you know, all the sources and shit, and it's like you go through TMZ, and TMZ hadn't posted anything yet.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, what the fuck? And then I went on Instagram, and his actual account, like they posted something.
Yeah.
I was like, god damn.
That's how I found out, like, his actual Twitter account, the verified, posted it with like the whole long message and everything, and it's just like, damn.
Yeah. But and then I think tonight, or was it just recently, they had his last showing of his shit in Miami.
Yeah.
So
definitely, because Art Basel's this week.
Yeah.
So you can only imagine. Like, we talked about it, but you can only imagine how much like the price on OffWhite is going up. You were just looking at something, right?
Yeah.
And like the price, like what, doubled already?
Yeah, doubled.
Like, fuck, man.
And it sucks because it's always like there were pieces that I always wanted, but I could never cop because one, hype beast,
Yeah.
and then two, it's just like the resale is fucking ridiculous, and I'm not gonna go into debt, you know, trying to buy some shit like that. Like, I would rather wait till I have the money. But now it's just like, now I gotta wait till I have the money. You know what I mean? So, but then that too is just like the amount of shit. Like, I bet you there's so many things unreleased and so many projects that he had his hands on and, you know, co-created with people that haven't even been put out yet. And just to see, because I mean, even the shit that he did with Pioneer. So Pioneer is a DJ brand, and they do headphones and all kinds of shit. And he collaborated with them a while back, and he made a transparent like CDJ set. And you know, remember like the neon phones back in the day that were like see through, but it's a fucking like a mixer and like in tables. And I was like, holy shit! But it's a one of one.
Fuck.
So imagine like what that shit is gonna go for.
A lot.
And that was like, I think that was his like personal shit.
Yeah.
But that too, then he had the OffWhite controller. And that shit, I bet you that thing is probably fucking stupid now. But I mean, just the look of it, and then like he DJ too. He was a fucking DJ. Like,
what other Off-White things were there? Because I know there were a lot more aside from like the music.
He had the shoes, clothing.
Yeah.
He had the IKEA collection.
That's right.
I mean, had his hands in numerous, album covers, and was the, co-creator with other people on different projects. So it's just, man's was fucking working. Like, I see shit like that, and I know I'm a busy person, and I have my hands in a lot of things, but to like that fucking level, like that's amazing.
Yeah. To be, I don't know, like I'm not gonna speak on it and say like he was told it was terminal or some shit like that. But it's just the idea of getting like the worst news possible, like you were saying, and still just being like, okay.
And being able to shit on everybody.
Time to just go back and keep doing what I do best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then smile on top of all that. Like, I have some days, nigga, I don't even want to get out of bed on some regular shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, to be dealing with that and still put shit out for people.
It posted, I saw like the video, this clip like resurfaced again. I think it was like in 2020, like right after he got like his CEO role at Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy.
Yeah.
And it's like he's like walking down that red carpet and like Kanye stops him and they just start crying. And it's like, damn, you really don't know what people are going through. Because at the time we were probably clowning this. Like,
yeah.
It's like, why we, you know what I'm saying? But it's like now that you know what you know, it's like he probably told Ye. And he was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just weird as shit to think about it. But definitely it's also motivating too.
It is very motivating. But it sucks that it takes some shit like that to like kind of reignite that shit.
That's all it always is, man.
It is. Because I mean, it's the same thing with Chadwick.
Yeah.
You know, and it just, you look at like how many projects. We're not laughing at Chadwick. We're laughing because the fucking old lady got knocked through the table.
So she's trying to grab my dick.
We're watching fucking 21 Jump Street in the background.
It was the worst time to start.
For real.
It just timed out wrong. I'm sorry.
But nah, it's just like with Chadwick is like how many projects that he did up until like he passed. Like he was still working. Imagine dealing with that shit, going to set every fucking day, like working out to be a fucking Avenger, and you're dying.
Yeah, that's always like the irony of it. Like I remember growing up, it was Christopher Reeves being in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
and it's the idea of this Superman.
Yeah,
is crippled and in a wheelchair, like fathoming that, and then it's just like he just passes away like when you're in high school, and it's just like, damn.
Yeah,
it's like, you know what I'm saying? And then you get like same thing with that Black Panther, the first like majorly successful black superhero to the masses is dying right before our eyes, and everyone just wants to keep guesstimating what's going on. And it's like, oh, he's getting skinny for a part. And it's like, no, he's just privately battling.
And then that too, illness. Like whenever he had posted that shit, like so many people were talking shit, like, clowning, damn man, shit. Eat a sandwich and blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. It's like, nah, that motherfucker looks sick.
Yeah.
Like even if he was like he looks sick, that's not no shit to fucking like clown somebody about. That's why I hate the internet sometimes.
Yeah,
man.
The internet could be the worst. It is the worst. No, it can't. You know what I'm saying? It is the worst, but unfortunately, it's a fucking tool that we got to use.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, didn't want to end it on a somber note.
Yeah.
But yeah, R.I.P. Virgil. You know.
Yes, sir. It was actually Chadwick's birthday.
That's crazy too. Yeah, that all that shit just lined up.
Yeah, crazy. So, but yeah, on that note, we're gonna wrap up this episode. As always, if you have questions, comments, critiques, and if you want to let us know about that whole Christmas thing where, you know, if you're Hispanic, do y'all open up presents the day before?
Is that a cultural thing? Like, what's going on?
Let us know.
We're just curious. Please.
We're curious. But that too, like any other traditions that y'all got, like let us know so we can talk about them. I want to get into them, kind of dig into it, because not everybody celebrates Christmas, you know. Yeah.
Some people are Jehovah's Witness.
So, but yeah, once again, on that note, we're gonna chop up out of here. We'll see y'all next time. Y'all be easy.
Peace.